This is the October saltwater inshore box. Righto, so we've got a fair few bases covered here, but I'm going to start off with the Rapala Magnum dive bait. Now this one dives down to about 10 feet and is going to be a great option to troll behind your boat or your kayak, either at a slow or fast troll. These things do troll pretty fast. So if you're going to try chase up some mackerel or something, or even over a deeper reef, these are going to be a great option for that. Now you can also, if you're working say off some islands or something, you can also rip these down along some rocky edges and catch some gnarly fish that way. Yes, I said gnarly, it's back in the 90s. But yeah, they're a great all-rounder. Being Rapala, have a great finish as well. Super sturdy. The hooks are ready to go. Pretty tough hooks on Rapalas straight out of the box, especially with the Magnum baits. The Magnum dive bait like this one, the X-Wrap. Great little lure to troll behind if you're heading to a location. Once you get there, what are you going to do? Well, we've got two soft plastic options in the box this month for you as well. Now we've got the Demiki Gizzards. Now these are kind of like a little segmented swim bait or a fork tail flick bait essentially. So rig these on your favorite jig head, or in this case, the one we included in the box, ta-da, the 3/4 6/0 heavy jig head. So the 3/4 ounce will be plenty to get you down deep if you're chasing snapper, if you're chasing mackerel, tuna. It's going to work for all of them. Now you say you're chasing tuna, you're just going to work it a lot faster. You're going to burn it back, just burn it back, burn it back. Now if you're working some structure like a submerged ship or a reef, you can either just long cast out and just work it along the bottom, or just drop it straight down and just jig it as well. Same with your chase baits, curly bait. Now this one's just going to add a little bit more action, obviously with a big curly tail on the back, but I'm going to fish this one a bit slower as opposed to fishing the Demiki a bit faster. So the Demiki I'm going to fish fast, the chase baits I'm going to fish a bit slower, just because I want that tail just seducing anything that's down there. And the jig heads provided will fit both. Now if you're feeling a bit lazy and you want to stop and have a nice Vegemite Sanger or Promite or peanut butter and honey, whatever floats your boat, the CZ Crazy is a great option. These things are pretty easy to fish. You just tie it onto your line and you can literally just put your rod in the rod holder, sit back, have a munch, have a beverage, and the waves and the rocking motion will just make this thing just jig up and down slowly in the current, and it imitates a little squid or an octopus, and everything eats these. But like even for like red throat, pearl perch, snapper, red emperor, like you can catch a wealth of fish on these things. Like you can also grab them, work them vertically. I still wouldn't go too fast, not like you're speed jigging. You can, with the big head on these, work them pretty quick, but because of the hooks underneath, it's just hooks, you don't want to speed jig and get them all tangled up. So I'm going to work this slower, just slow up and down, just adding a crank with my handle every now and then drop it back down. Unless the fish are holding off the bottom, but normally if you're fishing structure, the fish are going to be down near the structure. So drop it down, lift it a foot or two off the bottom, and then just slow up and down, add a crank in, up and down, then whack, you're on. Last but not least, we've included this lovely tube of Gulp Gel Rub-On Scent. So chuck these on your plastics, give your plastics the same great gulp, taste and smell that fish want. So this is a great scent to go whacking onto your plastics. You can also whack it onto your hard bodies as well, because it is a gel form. And you know, if the bite is tough, sometimes this can help. So go rubbing a bit of this gel scent, this Gulp Gel Scent onto all your lures before you drop them down, and you may find that your chances increase. But if you want to check out the saltwater inshore box or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.